Good morning, Ab Geeks. It's a lovely day and got a bit of an adventure ahead. So join me and we'll see what we're going to get up to. So we're in the domestic terminal at Sydney. This is Terminal 3 and on one of the first flights out this morning, Qantas 409 to Melbourne.
Those sitting on a window seat, we ask this time that a window...
Alright, so we just had a pretty decent flight from Sydney to Melbourne, which is where we are now, and just gonna hang around for a little bit before we board our flight back to Sydney. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go to the gate, see if the plane's there, and get some shots, and see what we can do with the time. Come all the way to Melbourne to fly back to Sydney on Qantas's new Dreamliner. They still only have the one VHZNA, which I've seen people nicknaming Xena these days, and of course it's called Great Southern Land, and it's just been doing some route proving flights from mostly Melbourne to Perth, but it's also been doing the Melbourne to Sydney runs as well. So yes, it's going to be a pretty cool experience, I hope. I was hoping to get on one of the Perth legs, but they're a bit pricey and there was no way to get on those with points. So instead I'm going to Sydney, and it just makes for an easier day. So I came down on the 737. That was a pretty okay flight. It was a bit squishier than I remembered, so I've either put on weight or something, but it's only a short flight. Food was okay, passengers weren't too annoying, which is always a plus. But on this return flight, it'll be a completely different experience, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully I'll be able to document that for you. Alright, see you soon. We've got about 40 minutes till boarding. So one of the advantages of my ticket, you should get access to the business lounge. So with about half an hour to go, let's have a look. So, nice quick visit to the Qantas lounge, or the business lounge, and time to board. So, let's go back to the gate and experience the Dreamliner. Well, this is pretty swish. I haven't been in the new Qantas business class product before. Check out the seatbelt. That's different. But it's really nice. Too bad I'm only in it for an hour.
you're continuing on an international flight, make your way to the
Cabin crew just outdoors and cross check.
Well, that's it. Time to get out of the airport. Remember that Star Trek film where they can't remember where they parked? That's me. Alright, so it was a really great day today. So it was all just to fly on the Dreamliner. And so managed to do that from Melbourne to Sydney, and yeah, had a really good time. Got to try out business class and the lie flat seat. It was a bit ridiculous on an hour-long flight, but hey, had to do it. It was really comfortable, so I would imagine that for the long hauls, that's the way you're going to want to be traveling. I haven't tried economy class in it, but I just can't imagine it's going to be that much different to anyone else's. The crew were really good. Had a really good time. They were really chatty. I think they were excited. They were telling everybody, no wait, as this Virgin goes past. They were telling everybody about the plane, asking if they were aware that they were flying on it. The entertainment system I was really impressed with. I hate the ones where you have to punch the screen just to be through the menus. This one was really smooth. It was like using a tablet device, so that's really good. That's a plus. The only thing I would probably not criticize, but you know, Qantas have gone through a rebrand in their livery and their design with the introduction of the Dreamliner, but there just seemed to be a lack of kangaroos for the passenger experience. On the new livery on other aircraft that they've done, they put the red roos on the inside of the winglets. Of course, the Dreamliner doesn't really have winglets, so there's none of that. But even on the previous version of the livery, the engine covers would have a kangaroo on them. And I think for commonality, they haven't done that on the Dreamliners because they can swap engine covers with Jetstar. But it just means that when you're looking out the window, and the views that I had, which were really nice, there's nothing to tell you you're on a Qantas plane. And that's really different from their past livery. When we flew to Shanghai on their A330, you knew that we were on a Qantas plane. So, you know, just a few little nitpicks, but overall the flight was great and the cockpit visit was really good. All the captains were really chatty, and yeah, we had a lot of fun there. So yeah, I'll try and spot it a few more times before they're gone from Sydney. And yes, I think I might have broke the Osmo Mobile, but hopefully I think it might be repairable. Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. We've got plenty more videos on the way. And I've got a vlog that's been sitting waiting to be put together for some time, so yeah, there'll be a few more of these as well. I hope you're enjoying them. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys, bye.